Good evening out there, and hope you all had a wonderful Memorial Day. And this is Steel Family Cards coming back at you. And we have a box opening today. It's a jumbo pack 1991-92 NBA basketball Upper Deck. And this was the inaugural Upper Deck basketball issuance, and it's actually one of my favorite pack designs. Or card designs. So you can kind of see it has the wood grain borders here, and it's got a good selection of Hall of Famers. Not the greatest rookie class ever, but still not too bad. You had Grandmama, Larry Johnson. You had all the other running rebels from that year with Stacey Augmon and Greg Anthony. And then you have the Hall of Famers like MJ and David Robinson, Magic and stuff. And one of the other reasons I wanted to get this box, kind of give you a quick perusal here, is I'm actually going for the complete set, and I didn't want to buy just like the complete set, so I kind of made myself a note of all the cards that I'm still needing in order to complete the set. I only have probably 6 or 7 of the high series cards, so that's why I wanted to get this box, because it's a high series box, and then I'll have the rookie standouts cards. And then there's also the Chase, where you could find a Jerry West autograph, and it was very highly produced. I think several thousand of the autographs are out there, so you never know, maybe we could actually find an autograph. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get to ripping, and we'll see what's going on. And one of the things I liked about this one too is it's got the original shrink wrap, because you can see the Upper Deck seal there, so you know it was a box that wasn't tampered with. And I actually was able to pick this box up from the Baseball Card Exchange, so you can always go check them out. They have lots of good inventory. But yeah, so these are the jumbo packs. There's 27 cards in a pack.
Oh my gosh, those things are fat.
So
look at that.
Kind of fat compared to where they were. So let's go ahead and pull them out, and then we'll get to opening the individual packs.
Holy cow.
So I was originally thinking that there was 12 packs in here, but looks like there might be a few more than that. So we'll go ahead and set the box to the side. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 packs. So we have a pretty decent chance of picking up some of my missing cards. And obviously we're hoping for some Michael Jordans. He's got several cards in this set. Not only just his regular card, there's a couple different all-star cards and checklist cards and all sorts of different things. And then there are some other, Hall of Famers like Pippen and Stockton Malone and stuff. So, all right, so we've got rookie standouts of Dale Davis. And it looks like we're going to be flipping cards here. So we've got Harvey Grant, Isaiah Thomas on the team card. I actually like these team cards because it's kind of got the different art and whatnot. And then we got Hakeem, Dennis Scott from the all-rookie team. Sorry about that, guys. And then we have Elliot Perry, Cliff Livingston, Nate McMillan, who was a pretty good guard. His son ended up going to ASU, which was kind of cool. Vinnie Johnson, Jason Williams, good rebounder back in the day. Then we have Terry Mills, Willie Anderson. Looks like I'm getting a little glare in the cards. Let me try and fix that up for you guys. Then we've got Jerry Reynolds, Sam Bowie, Joe Barry Carroll. I feel like he'd been around for a while, 10 years at that point. Scott Williams, David Greenwood. Thought maybe it was Sean Elliott there for a second. Paul Presley. Then we have top NBA prospects, Larry Johnson. West All-Stars, Dan Marley. East All-Stars, Charles Barkley. And flip both of those. Blair Rasmussen, Sherman Douglas, Raphael Addison, Hakeem All-Star card. The looks like the West All-Stars checklist, and then a Tim Hardaway All-Stars. Hold on, let me get some stacks kind of going over here off to the side. So this will probably end up being a little bit longer video. I'll try and maybe go a little bit faster after we slow rolled it. But yeah, we have a little bit going on here. So we have Robert Pack of the rookie standouts. So there's at least 30 because that's rookie standouts number 30. Then we've got Rick Fox as the top NBA prospects before he went to the Lakers. Then we have Brad Doherty, East All-Stars, Alvin Robertson, Dominique. And then we've got Hakeem, team card, Mark West, and Cedric Sabalas. Bo Kimball, Jeff Martin, Jared Mustaf, and we got a Hakeem. I don't think I have this card, so that's pretty cool. Go ahead and leave that out there. Rod Strickland, Craig Elo, made famous, of course, by the shot that Jordan hit over him in the playoffs. And then we've got the round mound of rebound, Charles Barkley. Go ahead and save those Hall of Famers out there. Jed Bushler, Buck Johnson, Travis Mays, Patrick Ewing, East All-Stars, Steve Smith, top NBA prospects, Paul Graham, and we've got another Sherman Douglas, a Scottie Pippen All-Stars, David Wingate, and then we have NBA All-Star Skills, Stacey Ogman, looks like probably dunk contest or something. And then we have Doc Rivers, now the coach of the Clippers, playing for the Clippers. At least he was the coach of the Clippers last I remember. And Larry Stewart, not heard of him before. So we'll grab out of this stack. All right, so we've got rookie standouts, Stacey Ogman. I always like Stacey Ogman as the left-handed shooter there. And then we've got Detlef Schrempf, Larry Bird, nice with the parquet floor for the garden. And then we've got Clippers team checklist with Ron Harper, also another one of those Bulls from The Last Dance. And then we've got John Stockton All-Star, Terrell Brandon draft card. That's another one of the things you can see. This is card number 6. One of the other things I like about this upper series is the high series is it also has the low series cards, so you can pick up on those. You got Lakers great James Worthy, John Shasky, Johnny Dawkins. He was a pretty good player in the day too. You got David Wood, Johnny Newman, checklist. Oh, this is one of those award winners. So these are those kind of cool, kind of refractory ones. You can kind of see that when they hit the light, they kind of make different colors and stuff. So we've got Derek Coleman, the Rookie of the Year. So those are fun. One of the first uses of that holographic technology. Then we've got David Wingate, Paul Presley, Dan Shays. We've got John Battle, another Chuck, the East All-Stars checklist. So you've got a lot of those famous guys there, Phil Jackson, MJ, a lot of that going on. Then we have Brad Doherty, East All-Stars, Kenny Anderson, top NBA prospects. It's kind of a cool card. Larry Stewart, Dwayne Shinskis. I don't know. Some of these names I don't remember very much. Pete Chilcutt. Then we got the Admiral, Clyde Drexler, and Charles Barkley. All right, Mike Lino, never heard of him. He must not have been very good in the end. Michael Adams, checklist, Terry Porter. Got another, we got a Brad Daugherty, Cavs checklist. Mark Eaton, yep, Mark Eaton. And we got a Bull here. Oh, nice, Scottie Pippen. I always thought that was a pretty cool picture too. James Donaldson, Kevin Gamble. There's a few of these horizontal cards. Then we've got Roy Tarpley, Dwayne Farrell, Alvin Robertson. Then we've got Michael Ansley. Looks like we got another one of those award winner holographs. So this one's Dennis Rodman. It's kind of cool. You can kind of see the colors of the jerseys in the right light there.
Shiny.
Yeah, as my son says, shiny. We've got another one of the Dream. Ooh, Joe Dumars. The Admiral. We got some Hall of Famers right there, all in a row. Then we've got Blair Rasmussen, Kendall Gill, Luke Longley with the T-Wolves before Bulls fame. And this would be his rookie card too, because that has his stats for University of New Mexico on the back. Randy Brown, Walter Davis, he was a pretty good player too from what I remember. And then we've got Kevin Willis, Kevin Lynch, and check that out, another Luke Longley, like 5 cards later. Magic, John Bagley, and our final is Anthony Mason. So far, it's been kind of a fun break, kind of nostalgic and whatnot. Then we've got a Dikembe Mutombo rookie standouts. That's cool. I always remember that finger wave he gave when he would block shots. Then we have Antoine Carr, Kevin McHale, All-Star, Brad Daugherty. We have Ricky Pierce, East All-Stars, another Pistons checklist, Mark Eaton, Charles Smith, Mark West, Charles Smith again, really close by. That was one thing Upper Deck was known for, having issues with some of their collation back in the day. So then we have Tom Tolbert, Chuck Person, Michael Williams, Anthony Cox. Oh, nice. Larry Legend, Larry Bird. And then we've got Isaiah. He's another Hall of Famer going on there. Scott Brooks, Haywood Workman, Blair Rasmussen, Dikembe Mutombo, top prospects card, Anthony Mason again, Charles Barkley All-Star, Kevin Brooks checklist. Then we've got All-Star Skills, Cedric Sabalas, Sean Green, and Stacey Ogman, top prospects. One of the other things, these packs were the foil packs, which were really something different after all the wax packs back in the day. Got Stanley Roberts, and I always loved the feel of opening those. So you got Vinnie Johnson, Joe Dumars All-Star, Kevin McHale All-Star, Patrick Ewing All-Star, Reggie Miller team card. Looks like we have John Paxson there, Mark Eaton. Yep, John Paxson, Jeff Martin, John Paxson, Cedric Sabalas, Willie Anderson, Sleepy Floyd. He was a pretty good scorer from what I remember. Kevin Duckworth. Sorry about the shadow of my head there in the video. And we've got another one of the award winners, holographic. Derek Coleman again, Rookie of the Year. Mark Akers. We got a Patrick Ewing. Derek Coleman, the Rookie of the Year that we had just seen in the award. Jeff Turner, Kenny Gaddison, Stanley Roberts. We got Larry Johnson, top prospects. Raphael Addison. Greg Sutton. Ewing, All-Stars. Brian Williams. Flip those around. Ooh, we got Larry Johnson on the skills, probably dunk contest as well. Walter Davis. And then top prospects, probably checklist, since there's a couple on them. A couple of prospects on there. All right, here we go. Probably about halfway down or so. No Jordans so far, though. That's kind of unfortunate. All right, so we've got Paul Graham, Brad Daugherty, East All-Stars, Chris Mullen, All-Star, Joe Dumars. Here we go. Nice. Jordan, All-Star card, number 69. Got the checklist. Mike Brown. So I think there's also Gary Payton in here. That's another one to look for. Robert Parrish. Sorry, the dog's barking in the background. Then we have Benoit Benjamin, Mo Cheeks. We've got one of my favorite players of all time, Spud Webb. He and me are about the same height. He is 5'7". I'm going to put that in my favorite cards pile. Then we got Kenny Smith, more famous now as one of those announcers. David Wingate, Harvey Grant, Travis Mays, Felton Spencer, Charles Jones, Brian Shaw, he was always a good shooter. Kenny Anderson, top prospects. Greg Sutton. Raphael Addison again. Michael Adams, Blair Rasmussen. And I'm kind of expecting that we'll end up with quite a few of these duplicates in this, just because there's so many cards in this box. And then we have Sean Kemp, All-Star Weekend, Terry Davis, and Randy Brown. I'm having a hard time picking this back up, man. That was nuts. Anyway, so we keep on going. Can't imagine how some of these guys oh, nice. Larry Johnson, rookie standouts. Some of these guys who do these really hours-long breaks, that's crazy. Rory Sparrow, KJ All-Star, Chris Mullen All-Star card. And then you have Charles Barkley All-Stars. Derek Coleman team card. Flip these so that way when I flip them over, we're good. Mark Brown, Danny Manning, he was a pretty decent player. Brian Oliver. Got Andrew Lang. Sorry about that. My phone just went to low power mode. So if there's a break there, really sorry. Still learning some of the camera stuff as we're getting used to doing these. Then we have Steve Alford, LaSalle Thompson, Jerome Kersey, Trent Tucker, Haywood Workman, Greg Dreeling. We've got Del Curry, Stephen Curry, and Seth Curry's dad. Xavier McDaniel, top prospects, Rick Fox, Kevin Brooks. Ooh, and we got a West insert, Jerry West. It's kind of fun, number 5 of 9. Could put West in there, Hall of Famer. Anthony Mason, Stanley Roberts. And we've got All-Star Skills, John Starks, John Battle, and Kevin Lynch. So I just noticed on the top of these packs that you could have bought these packs for $1.98 back in the day. So we've got Rick Fox, rookie standouts, Michael Thompson, Tom Chambers. And we got a Magic. Nice. Alvin Robertson, checklist card, James Worthy checklist. Got some turned around. Michael Smith, Bill Lambier, one of the bad boys. Sherman Douglas, I think second year card looks like. Then we've got Hersey Hawkins, Jerome Kersey, Winston Bennett, Jeff Grayer, Kelly Tripucka, James Edwards, Del Curry again. Then we've got Sam Mitchell, another David Robinson, East All-Stars, Dennis Rodman, Larry Stewart, top prospects, Vinnie Johnson, Joe Dumars, Dennis Hobson, Travis Mays, LeBradford Smith, Kevin Brooks, and Rory Sparrow. If I remember from The Last Dance, LeBradford Smith, this guy here was one of those guys who had one of those games where he went off against Jordan and was talking, and so then Jordan made it his personal mission on that next game to just totally shut him down and go off on his head. So that was one of those interesting things from that story. So we've got Terrell Brandon on the rookie standouts. That's it. It's fallen. One of the cool things that I've noticed about our break here so far is that all those rookie standouts, I don't really remember a whole lot of dupes. Then we've got McHale, Kevin Duckworth, Tom Chambers, Bernard King, Gerald Wilkins, Neek is in here too, Dominique Wilkins, Sherman Douglas, Willie Burton, Reggie Lewis, Rolando Blackman, Kenny Smith again, Pooh Richardson. I always thought his name was pretty awesome, Pooh. I don't know why. As a kid, I thought that. Checklist. And we have Marcus Liberty, Mike Sanders, Tony Campbell, Adrian Caldwell, Kiki Vandeweghe. It's an interesting card. I don't think I've seen that one in quite a while. Doug Smith. We've got a top prospect, Stacey Ogman again. John Battle, Mark Price, Rory Sparrow, Doug Smith, Chris Mullen, All-Star. So these, I think that's the Series 2 All-Stars. They have two sets of All-Stars, one in the lower series and one in this high series. So it can be kind of confusing. Anyway, we're getting down to it. We've got about 10 packs to go. So I guess we are at the halfway point now. I'll have to see if my battery lasts for the whole break on this video then.
Or if the viewers do.
Or if the viewers do too, yeah, that's true. Victor Alexander. We've got Mitch Richmond. Cool picture. I always liked Mitch Richmond. Terry Porter, All-Star. Kevin Duckworth. Looks like we got a Jordan on the checklist. I do not have that one, I know for sure. Lionel Simmons. Got our three backward. We've got Reggie Lewis, Dennis Hobson, James Donaldson. And then we've got Gary Payton with his mouth wide open. That's kind of a common thing. That's a good card, though. Then we've got Vernon Maxwell, Chris Mullen, Hall of Famer. Then we've got Larry Nance. He's an underrated player, too. Todd Lichty, Tate George, Rex Chapman, Chris Dudley, Tyrone Corbin, Sidale Threet with the Lakers there. The top prospects checklist again. Oh, check that out. Back to back. Same card. Brad Doherty. Nice. Way to go, Upper Deck. Back in the day. Michael Adams, Sidale Threet again. Greg Sutton. David Benoit and Paul Graham. Keep hitting my piles here. All right, Dale Davis, rookie standouts, Kevin Brooks, Mullen team card, Clyde All-Star, Larry Bird again. And we've got Rex Chapman team card. Looks like we've got Eldon Campbell there on the back. Another Pip. Terry Teague, Eldon Campbell, Xavier McDaniel, Kennard Winchester, Tim Hardaway. There's another good player. All right, and we've got Reggie Theus, Kevin McHale again, Judd Bushler, Kiki Vandeweghe, Antoine Carr. We've got Herb Williams, Mitch Richmond with the Kings. This was in the high series since he was traded, I think, in the middle of the season there, or just before the season. Kevin Lynch, Terry Davis, Clyde, All-Star, Randy Brown, another Mitch Richmond, Raphael Addison again, Mark Macon, and Raphael Addison. That pack was a little rough with dupes in there. Some of them even coming back to back. So that's pretty crazy, but also pretty typical of Upper Deck back in the day. Then we've got our first duplicate rookie standout of this guy. And then back-to-back rookie standouts of that guy. And then we've got Hersey Hawkins, team checklist, David Robinson. We've got the Lionel Simmons all-rookie team. Doug Overton. Kevin Askins, Dennis Rodman, Hall of Famer. Then we've got B.J. Armstrong. Actually, I always liked his stuff too. I don't know. Something about the little guys. Nigel Knight. Sean Elliott, nice. Jared Mustaf. Back-to-back. George McLeod. We've got Lionel Simmons, Brad Doherty. Wayman Tisdale, Derek McKee. Kenny Anderson, top prospects. Nick Anderson, NBA All-Star Skills. So that's probably got to be the dunk contest with him holding his head. Michael Adams, Brian Shaw, John Battle, Paul Graham, Greg Anthony, top prospects, Stanley Roberts, and John Stockton, All-Star. So still no base Jordan, but we've gotten a couple of the other Jordans. We haven't gotten another Jordan Award winners hologram, but we'll see. I actually got... I think the MVP one, because I think he had MVP in scoring in this set. Victor Alexander, that's a dupe now. We've got Mark Price, David Robinson, Tom Chambers team card for the Suns, Derek Coleman all-rookie team, and then we've got, if you can understand this, this is one of those stay-in-school cards with KJ. That's kind of cool. Ed Pickney, B.J. Armstrong again, William Bedford, Alec Kessler, Jerry Reynolds, Randolph Keys, Tom Tolbert, Gerald Wilkins. He's a pretty good player too back in the day. Dwayne, I can't pronounce that. Dwayne somebody. Bernard King, another really good scorer. EJ, Eddie Johnson, Suns announcer now. Scott Williams. Thurl Bailey. We've got Stacey Augmon All-Stars, Dennis Rodman, Xavier McDaniel, Terry Davis, Anthony Frederick, Brian Shaw, Steve Smith, and Dikembe. Not today, Dikembe. I know we're getting a little punchy here at almost 30 minutes in, so yeah. We'll have to see how this goes. But it's been a fun rip. Definitely, I'm seeing some new cards I haven't seen, so kind of looking forward to seeing how we'll get with the set here. So we got Larry Stewart, Anthony Frederick.
This video will very much test who our most committed viewers are.
Very true. Hersey Hawkins, D. Brown, all rookie team sitting in the hoop there from winning the slam dunk contest. And we've got draft picks, Jimmy Oliver, Nate McMillian, Daryl Griffith, got another Rodman there. Looks like he was the last one we put down there too. Grant Long, Otis Smith, Tom Tolbert, Randolph Keys, Vincent, David Greenwood, Mark O'Leary, Joe Barry Carroll, Jim Les, Jared Mustaf. Then we've got this card, which is the All-Star Skills Checklist. East All-Stars, Stanley Roberts, Vinnie Johnson, Anthony Mason. Sorry, I'm getting off camera. Blair Rasmussen, Jeff Hornacek. So down to the last 5 packs here. Thanks for sticking with us if you're still with us.
If you're not, we completely understand.
Oh, don't listen to him. He doesn't know. All right, we got Steve Smith, rookie standouts. Really hoping we can find the Gary Payton rookie standouts. Isaiah Worthy, Scott Skiles. Ah, nice. We got it. Michael Jordan base card. Sweet. And if you can read this is another one of those stay in schools. This is another one. Looks like Jordan with his championship trophy from the year before down there. So a couple Jordans in this pack, kind of salvaging this break. I've got Loy Vaught, Nigel Knight, BJ, Jerome Lane, Kenny Smith, Rumeal Robinson, Kevin McHale. Got to put our Hall of Famers down there. Darrell Walker, nice. KJ, he's another one of my favorite players. Some of his dunks and playmaking skills were pretty underrated. Walter Davis, Buck Williams, Tim Perry, Hornacek. We've got the East checklist again. Antoine Carr, Anthony Frederick, Terry Davis, Michael Adams, Darrell Walker, and Kevin Willis. All right, last 4 packs. Let's just plow through this really quickly. Maybe I'll kind of skip over some of the less interesting cards as we go through. We'll see. Stanley Roberts, rookie standouts. Danny Ainge, nice. Chapman, checklist. Victor Alexander, draft pick. Delaney Rudd, Byron Scott. That's kind of a cool card. He was a ASU standout too. Byron Scott there. And we've got Billy Thompson, Ron Anderson, D, John Williams, Cadillac Williams, Grayer, Mark O'Leary, Orlando Woolridge. He was on the Bulls with Jordan in the very beginning. Then we've got Derek Gervin, Tom Hammonds, Victor Askew, Chris Mullen All-Star, Michael Adams All-Star, Bobby Hansen, Kevin Lynch. Pretty excited about this one too. Got the other Spud Webb from the set. Orlando Woolridge, Mark Price, and Reggie Lewis All-Star. All right, so Paul Graham, Purvis Ellison, checklist, Chris Gatling. I think that's the draft card for Gatling. Delaney Rudd, D. Brown, your dunk champion that year. Alan Ogg, Terry Davis, mean mugging it. Checklist, Otis Thorpe, Joe Wolf, Cliff Robinson, Scott Williams, Terry Porter. Haven't seen Clyde Drexler yet, actually. That's interesting. Purvis Ellison, Dale Davis, Drexler All-Star. I mean, Drexler base. That's what I was thinking of. Randy Brown, Dale Davis, Thurl Bailey, Hornacek, Doherty, and Rodman. Another one that we haven't seen actually is a Reggie Miller base card. I don't know if I actually have his base card or not. I'll have to look up later. All right, Larry Johnson, rookie prospects. Alford, I think that's Neek, right? Yep. Rick King, draft. Alan Ogg, Perkins, Blue Edwards, Manute Bol. Check out that Manute Bol, the 7-footer. 7'7", I think it was, wasn't it? Yep, 7-7. Checklist, Jim Peterson, David Wood. We got Starks, Derek McKee, Frank Bukowski. That's what I always thought of him as. Kenny Walker, Hansen, Magic again. We also haven't seen a base Magic either. Askew, Rodman All-Star, Mustaf, Hardaway All-Star, Kevin Willis, and Michael Adams. All right, last pack, guys. We'll see if we can find a Jerry West auto. Not very likely, but we'll see what we get here. All right, so we got Mark Macon, which means we will not be getting the Gary Payton, which I was hoping for. All-Star Malone, Greg Anthony, Checklist, Blue Edwards, Ronnie Cycli, AC Green, Todd Light, Dog West, Lichty again, LaSalle Thompson, Jim Les, Tom Hammonds, AJ English, Brian Shaw, Robert Pack. We've got Kevin Willis, Larry Johnson, top 100. Stacey Ogman, top 100 again. Alexander Volkov, James Edwards. Looks like we got Robert Pack, Magic, and Patrick Ewing, All-Star. All right, well, thank you for sticking with us for this break. We ended up, we got 3 of the
Shinies.
Award winners with the holographic technology and the shinies, as my son is saying. And we got some good cards here. We got a couple different Spuds. We got, of course, the card that everybody wants, the MJ. We've got some Rodmans and Pippins and a bunch of Hall of Famers. So anyway, thanks for watching this break of 91-92 Upper Deck Basketball. And I'll give you an update on how it's going against my missing checklist, maybe sometime in the future. And with that, we'll say ta-ta for now.